On the darkest of nights, riding the winds, some say, you can still hear the roaring engines of the forgotten riders. It was a different time long ago. In a post-apocalyptic world, a war broke out, and in the end, neither side prevailed. In the ashes of this war, the ones who rose were the Riders. Disc Blade Rider, Chaos Rider Gustav, and the most feared of all the riders, the Dokurorider. Although nobody presently has seen him, this lonely rider's iconic bird frame bike is instantly recognizable to anyone who has heard of the legendary stories of him. This speed demon only has two things in mind: live to drive and drive to survive, racing across the wasteland, raising thick clouds of dust in his wake, striking fear onto any onlookers in an earshot. After all, there is only one Dokurorider. But in a battle against time, soon too do the riders fall. Years later, and when civilization has grew anew, a scientist had a fascination with their great history and these destructive machines. He would try to recreate what has been, but to no avail. It was then he decided to go back to where nobody has gone since the end of the war. Riders Road, the first known sighting of the famed and forgotten riders. Scavenging for anything to jolt his inspiration, this scientist scoured the dark and desolate desert. Rummaging around, he finds pieces of what could be rides. But in a flash, lightning strikes the cold ground ahead. He sees what had just occurred. Before him is the revival of the Dokurorider.
This episode of YuGiOh Explains has been brought to you by James McGill and his request for the lore of Dokurorider. If you have a request for a game to play, YuGiOh to explain, or anything in between, let us know in the comments below. But for now, we shall see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.